I found myself lost within a shadowed wood, the path of righteousness obscured, my heart seized by fear and reason clouded by wandering thought. The hill beyond called, bathed in light, promising ascent, yet behind me lay darkness, the memory of error and sin pressing upon my soul. Alone I lingered, trembling, uncertain whether to turn or advance. My spirit waited with doubt and foreboding. Suddenly, a figure appeared, noble, resolute. Virgil, poet and guide, sent from heaven to show the way, and I was filled with awe. He spoke of journey and judgment, of souls lost and souls redeemed, of the order of the cosmos and the consequences of earthly choice. I followed, trembling, into the Inferno, a realm of wailing, fire and shadow, where the damned suffer for eternity in reflection of their earthly deeds. The gates of hell bear the warning of abandonment and despair, etched above in letters that chill the heart and conscience. We passed through circles numbered, each for sins particular: lust, gluttony, greed, wrath, heresy, violence, fraud, treachery, each punishment tailored, precise, a reflection of the crime, a mirror of moral consequence. The first circle holds the unbaptized, the virtuous pagans, noble yet unredeemed, their fate sorrowful but not tortured. Lust burns in the second circle, souls swept endlessly by winds of desire, unable to rest, a tempest of their passions. Gluttons lie in mire beneath relentless storm, hunger and thirst unending, the body reflecting the insatiable spirit once indulged. The greedy and prodigal clash, ceaselessly, pushing weights as punishment for their excess and mismanagement of earthly goods.
Wrathful and sullen, plunge in the river Styx, fighting and submerged, expressions of emotion unbridled and unchecked. The heretics rest in flaming tombs, minds and bodies locked in eternal denial, their logic twisted by earthly arrogance. Violent souls descend through forests of blades, rivers of blood, and deserts ablaze, each punishment an echo of earthly cruelty. Fraudsters and deceivers face torments subtle and cruel, illusions and stratagems imposed in reflection of their earthly guile.
The treacherous lie frozen in the lowest circle, locked in ice, their hearts hardened, their betrayal absolute. Among these, Lucifer dwells, monstrous, winged, trapped in the ice, gnawing eternally on traitors, a symbol of ultimate sin. We pass through this nightmarish abyss, observing the consequences of pride, envy, avarice and violence, each circle a lesson in divine justice, a reflection of human moral order and cosmic law. Emerging from hell, I feel the chill of knowledge and sorrow, yet the hope of ascent burns within my breast. Virgil guides me upward to Purgatory, the mountain of penitence, where souls toil, purging fault and sin through suffering and labor. The terraces of Purgatory reflect virtues and vices, each level an opportunity for repentance. Pride bowed beneath heavy stones, envy gazing upon others' joy with humility, wrath cooled by reflection. Slothful strive, diligent and awake, while avaricious souls release their grasping hands and open hearts. Gluttony transformed into temperance, lust refined into chastity, each soul ascending with effort and prayer. The mountain glows with light, a promise of redemption, a testament to divine mercy tempered by justice. Here, I encounter souls longing for grace, their voices lifting in song, a chorus of hope and penitence. The air grows lighter as we ascend, carrying the fragrance of contemplation, the music of prayer, and the weight of expectation. The earthly paradise crowns the summit, a garden of light and virtue, untouched by shadow, a reflection of divine will. Beatrice appears, radiant surpassing human measure, the guide of wisdom, the emblem of divine love. She speaks of truth, divine order, and the path of intellect illuminated by grace. Her presence a balm to sorrow, a mirror of beauty, the embodiment of understanding and mercy. Together, we rise from the garden into the heavens, the spheres of paradise, where light, reason, and virtue intertwine. The moon reflects imperfect faith, the spirits therein striving yet constrained. Mercury holds ambition, and the diligent, desire mingled with knowledge, yet earthly longing still present. Venus radiates love and charity, the souls refined by affection and devotion, harmonious in celestial order. The sun shines wisdom, saints and theologians, intellect illuminated, reasoning perfect and untroubled. Mars reflects valor, the warrior souls who fought for justice, courage tempered by piety. Jupiter embodies justice, the righteous rulers, souls guided by moral law and equitable governance. Saturn shines contemplative light, monks, hermits, and sages, souls devoted to thought and divine reflection. The fixed stars declare faith, hope, and charity, the theological virtues, guiding all creation in harmony. Primum mobile, the first mover, spins the cosmos, the source of motion, life, and divine intent. Finally, the Empyrean, realm of pure light, the dwelling of God, angels and saints, the source of eternal bliss. I behold the Trinity, the eternal essence of love and unity, beyond mortal comprehension, yet within vision granted by grace. Beatrice guides my gaze, teaching understanding, the interweaving of divine love and justice, reason and grace. The souls in paradise reflect divine harmony, each act and thought a reflection of eternal order. Their joy and peace surpass human speech, an eternal celebration of union with the source of all. The journey reveals the consequences of sin, the promise of redemption, and the ultimate reward of divine love. Each circle of hell and terrace of purgatory mirrors human failings, yet points toward mercy and hope. The ascent through celestial spheres illustrates virtue's power, the souls striving toward enlightenment and eternal order. The Divine Comedy becomes a map of moral geography, a guide for the living to navigate life, reflection, and action. The sins of men, though grievous, are balanced by divine justice, mercy, and the opportunity for repentance. The souls in hell warn of pride, greed, wrath, and deceit, the price of turning from divine law. The souls in purgatory inspire hope, illustrating that repentance, humility, and effort can restore harmony. Paradise demonstrates the culmination of the soul's journey, union with divine light and understanding. Each encounter offers instruction, reflection, vigilance, and the cultivation of virtue as a path to salvation. The journey impresses upon the mind the importance of discernment, of recognizing error and striving for grace. In Dante's vision, human choice matters, actions resonate, and conscience guides toward or away from salvation. The Divine Comedy is a mirror of the soul, portraying the eternal consequences of temporal decisions. It illuminates the struggle between vice and virtue, the trials of conscience, and the ultimate triumph of divine love. The poet's voice, guided by reason and faith, shows that the soul can rise above ignorance, desire, and weakness. Through allegory and narrative, the journey instructs, warns, and inspires reflection upon mortality and eternity. Each canto, each circle, each sphere resonates with moral and spiritual truth, timeless in meaning and consequence. Inferno reveals the depth of sin. Purgatory, the possibility of purification. Paradise, the reward of union with God. The journey transforms the traveler, enlightening mind, heart, and soul through contemplation, guidance, and vision. Light and darkness, punishment and reward, despair and hope, interweave, forming a path for human understanding. The presence of guides, reason and love, reminds that wisdom and grace accompany the soul's journey. The vision of ultimate justice and mercy tempers awe with hope, fear with aspiration. The traveler's understanding grows, seeing human deeds in cosmic perspective, aligning earthly action with divine order. Through this journey, the reader witnesses the eternal consequences of moral choice, the necessity of virtue, the perils of vice. The Divine Comedy concludes with vision of unity, the soul immersed in light, love, and eternal contemplation. The poet achieves vision of divine order, harmony, and the interconnection of creation, a testament to faith and intellect. In this narrative, allegory and story merge, illustrating eternal truths through vivid imagery, reflection, and journey. The journey is timeless, instructive, and transformative, a guide for reflection upon life, morality, and destiny. The cosmos itself, in Dante's vision, reflects moral and spiritual law, where human choices reverberate eternally. The Divine Comedy's final vision leaves the soul inspired, reflective, and aware of both mortal frailty and divine possibility. From the shadows of error to the heights of divine light, the journey encompasses fear, hope, understanding, and joy. Each stage, Inferno, Purgatory, Paradise, provides insight, instruction, and meditation for the contemplative mind. The poem transcends time, its message enduring, showing that reflection, virtue, and divine guidance illuminate life's path. In Dante's vision, morality, grace, and wisdom converge, forming a journey from darkness into eternal light. Thus ends the journey, yet the reflection continues, guiding the living to contemplate, act, and aspire toward virtue. The Divine Comedy, in narrative, allegory, and vision, remains eternal, a mirror of human striving, sin, and redemption. Light, reason, love, and grace merge in the final vision, revealing the eternal order of creation, the reward of virtue, and the triumph of divine wisdom. The soul's journey, though perilous and reflective, attains its purpose, immersed in eternal light and perfect understanding. In this eternal vision, Dante's path becomes a model for contemplation, moral discernment, and the aspiration of the human spirit.